Pilgrim sale? Why is it here?
In Raguna, those who break the law are sent to the Order Tribunal for sentencing. Those who violate the sacred doctrines are branded as fools and sent away on the pilgrim sale. It's said that when the first dark tide ravaged Renacida, the first Primus followed the currents on a rickety boat and met the Sentinel in person. That's where the pilgrim sail tradition came from. Now the fools retrace the Primus's journey, reflecting on their mistakes along the way. There's a strong undercurrent around this isle, likely caused by that first dark tide. It drags all pilgrim sails here unless the ship's course is altered. No reverberations on the ship, nor in the mist. The people must have escaped. But with the mist this thick, we need to stay on guard. This way. Head to the lighthouse. I hear the sounds of fighting. Watch out. Tacit discords are gathering.
Looks like our brief intermission is over. Time to let the ghosts have their moment on stage. Come on then. Let the flames of battle ignite our souls.
Is that Brand?
Only Brand would call them ghosts with that kind of fear. It must be him. But I can't tell where he is in the mist. Anyway, let's deal with the trouble here first before we go look for him.
The show's over, ghosts. Time to take your final bow.
Watch your back.
A marvelous shot. You've earned your stripes, first mate.
You're welcome. But if you tilted your head just 10 centimeters to the left, it wouldn't have been the Discord's head that got popped. It'd be yours.
Not on your watch. Besides, fortune always smiles on me. Except in bets. And we've crossed paths with the rover again. Can't get luckier than that.
We shouldn't have let her get caught up in this mess. She was worried about us and insisted on coming.
Is that so? Then our gratitude to you is even greater for your timely aid. To find the brightest truth, one must delve into the deepest shadows. Such bravery deserves to be hailed, my friend.
Where is everyone on the pilgrim sail?
I was patrolling the coast earlier when I saw their ship drifting into the mist. Time was against us, so I departed alone without alerting the crew.
Thank you.
Don't be afraid. You're safe with us. You've got some skill, you know. Holding your own for so long in a trial against the Tacit Discords.
Trial? I don't buy into the Order's nonsense. I've worked hard all my life and stayed true to the Order's teachings about forsaking earthly pleasures for divine favor. And what do I get in return? Heavier taxes. When pirates ransacked my merchant fleet, leaving me with nothing, I turned to the Order for help. They said it was a divine trial and left me to rot. I stood before the Sentinel statue, asking if my suffering was really their will. but all I got was silence. Why should I wait for peace in the afterlife when I could be living for today? How is that a crime? As for salvation, I don't believe in it, and I certainly don't need it.
Here's a proposal. How about joining our troop? We are wanderers adrift upon the seas. Or perhaps you're more familiar with the name, the Troop of Fools?
The Troop of Fools? Could it be?
Yes, we are, like you, by the Order's decree, marked as fools.
Fools on the pilgrim sail often meet their demise in a storm, or they're swallowed by the waves. Even if they do survive, they still face hunger, thirst, and the unforgiving wrath of nature. Maybe it's luck that brought you here so swiftly, and unharmed at that. Look around. This is all that remains of the pilgrim sail. This is always their final destination, where the fools meet their end.
Yes, the pilgrimage is nothing but a banishment in disguise. The path to salvation they speak of doesn't exist.
Otherwise, how could this once sacred place now look like such a hellish wasteland?
Wait. Sacred place? No wonder the others were talking about it on the ship. They believed the Order's promise that prayers at the sacrificial arena would grant them forgiveness. They must be heading up the mountain now.
I didn't expect their faith to lead them that far.
If only they knew it was just
Hey, Jack.
one of the Order's lies.
Captain! First mate! We're here to help!
What the hell?
More hands make light work. I called in some help to escort him back to the base once the mist cleared.
Ah, the first mate's foresight is unmatched, and the three of us can head up the mountain. But beware, my friend. By the end of this pilgrimage, you will witness the Order's cruelest deceit. The dangers ahead will only intensify.
Please, save them. I hope it's not too late.
Don't worry. There's more to our troop than you think. This wing ray can fly us up the mountain. You two go first. You'll find I'm very convenient to bring along.
All right then. All hands, prepare to
Got new
ascend.
Bluetooth earphones. Think they're busted because you've been charging them all day and they don't work.
Oh.
Interesting, to say the least. I think I have something similar like that happen to me once. Except the good news is I actually got them to connect.
Tacit discords incoming. Stay alert, everyone. Up we go, Sparrow! Mamma mia! Avanti! Figurati! These are human footprints. Looks like they're heading to the arena.
This is the only way up. Let's pick up the pace. Ha! Be gone, you vexing wretches! The sacrificial arena's right there. Let's take them down in one blow.
Mamma mia!
Oh wait, I'm actually gonna. Oh fuck! I actually gotta fight the dragon.
Oh, divinity above, please have mercy on me. Is this some kind of test for me? I see. No matter how harsh the punishment, I'll take it. Even if...
Even if it means death?
We've never done anything that warrants paying with our lives.
I'd wager mercy isn't on the table. However, in the face of danger and adversity, the stage is set for our grandest act.
Grant, you handle the tacit discords. I've got the dragon.
Of course. But with all due respect, shouldn't the captain be the one giving the orders?
Just playing to our strengths. Take it, or I'll spill the beans about your wine stash.
Why, aye, first mate.
Hey, Marcus.
It's time to pay for what you've done, Dragon of Dirge. We'll improvise. Every story an unexpected plot twist.
leave it to me. Foolish. Commence healing. Appear before me.
Up we go, Pharaoh! Mamma mia! Avanti! Big improv performance!
Swift and resolute. The hour is upon us. One with the sound. Sure. Back off. Your time is over. I'll pay it back tenfold.
Arrow sent. I'll roll up the count. Mamma mia! Avanti! Mamma mia! Avanti! Figurati!
You don't know if you saw your post in Reigns the Bighorn yet.
Of course! You think that little lizard could take me down? I just took a nap after eating its frequency.
Yeah, technically, today also
But
because
seriously, that
pretty
was
sure you
close.
put that one else
Fire it breathed
long
almost
asleep.
singed your hair. Good thing I was here to back you up.
It's Slave versus Shredder.
As soon as I realized it was a tacit discord, I went for it and ate its frequency. Piece of cake. But I gotta say, it was a pretty hefty bite. I swear.
But yeah, I pretty much
chewed
agree
it up.
with Darius.
It was hard to swallow.
I'll say Slade.
It wasn't the taste, you know? More like my digestion.
And more times than not, in most continuities, Slade usually beats the brakes off of the Bat Family and Batman.
That's not the point. The real deal is, I found something crazy in its frequency. You said you somehow experienced empathy with the tacit discord back in Jinzhou, right? How about trying that again with this guy? Trust me, this could be our big break.
Gehenna, a wretched soul mourned by none. You are reborn to fulfill our sacred rite, illuminate the path of salvation.
What the hell?
Become the fiery hand of judgment, purging all transgressions. Cleanse every soul ensnared by their own indulgence. Those who cannot withstand the trial by fire shall forever be barred from our pure land.
Not to mention the twin-toe shredders. What the hell?
See? I wasn't lying.
Tacit Discord's frequencies are perpetually fading, inching toward their end. Their only way to maintain their existence is to consume other frequencies as food. The dark tide and mist enveloping this isle have drawn in countless Tacit Discords. Their frequencies should have been enough to feed the dragon. If what you saw is true, then the Order must have used some trick to control the dragon, making its frequency fade away faster than it should. That means they could be responsible for why the dragon began attacking all living beings, including humans.
In time, it ended up becoming a harbinger of death. I found this during the previous battle. It seems the Fraxidus had their hand in this case as well. So you know them too. Seems we have much to discuss. Our troop usually earns a living by performing on the nearby islands. Sometimes we take on escort missions for merchant ships as well. That's how we first got acquainted with the Fraxidus. At first, they were just lurking about, raiding ships. But as the Carnival drew near, their actions grew suspicious. We noticed them lingering around a certain sea. Remember Cetus the Tidebreaker? The creature that attacked you when we first met? After we parted ways, we went searching for it to find out what had gone wrong. This is what we found on its tail, another Lycoris. Alas, the Tidebreaker slipped away into the deep beyond our reach. Still, this bloom leaves no doubt. The Fraxidus is behind its strange behavior.
We saw what they did to the dragon. The Cetus's violent outburst must be their doing as well. They say the Carnival is a ceremony to resonate with the Sentinel. Those who claim the laurel may be graced with a miracle, a direct communion with the divine.
At first, we thought you were merely a curious traveler, intrigued by the Carnival and our sentinel. But now, seeing how far you've come, there's more to your quest, isn't there? Our troop has always sought the laurel, and we won't sit back while others threaten the Carnival. If they're your foes, then our paths align.
I mean, the Shredder is hilarious because he comes
Remember
off as
I mentioned
an idiot,
one of ours who once claimed the
told Shredder
laurel?
he's pissed off because Splinter married the woman Shredder had a crush on.
He wasn't with us when we first met.
It's
But once we reach
like,
our base, you can speak with him about the Sentinel.
oh damn.
It won't be long now. After such an adventure, a well-earned rest awaits.
Wind guide me.
I can at least glide. Wait.
One with the sound.
Shit, wrong button. No, I can't.
Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Allow me to present to you our sanctuary.
Personally, I don't think that
A
Sherry even
haven
made
for all
attempt
the
to ask a
surviving
crush on
fools
date.
at the edge of
Damn.
the world. It is, my friend. We built this place from the ground up, and I dare say
Yeah, no matter
it's a
how you look at
triumph
it,
worthy of
Shredder
the
did that
ages.
to himself.
The mist does shield us from the Order, but it brings its
He had
own
one
set of
job and he couldn't
problems.
do it.
Precisely why we must tackle its effects without delay. By the way, if you'd like to speak with Mr. Bardolino, our laureate, you'll find his tent deep within the base. Feel free to talk to the others while we handle our tasks. We'll catch up once we're done.
Relax, young man. Life's only just unfurling its sails for you. Why sit there like one of those dour statues in the Order's halls? Don't be afraid to show a little spark.
I was just thinking about my future. Is Raguna truly lost to me forever?
Some have found their way back, but under the Order's watchful eye. Is that really what you want? A life without freedom? Listen, you don't need a grand stage to leave your mark. A true Raganese can turn even a ragged tent into the finest theater. That's what I'm preparing to do. I might be an old man now, but don't let that fool you. I was once crowned with the laurel, you know.
You? Are you Mr. Bardolino?
In the flesh. Ha 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 ha!
Exactly did to himself.
As I
But
took
sure
my
had the
final
freshman
bow
coming.
on
He
stage,
blames
a bright
Splinter.
light pierced through the clouds, shining down from the sky.
Ain't true.
And then a radiant laurel
And because that's kind of
descended
consistent
upon
with
me, and I heard a voice. It was the
other
same
versions of him.
voice, ringing in my head.
He really blames
I asked them a question
Splinter
that puzzled me since
for his
childhood.
failure.
The ultimate philosophical riddle. What should I eat tonight? And they answered, the body is the temple of the mind. To keep your mind sharp, do consume healthy food, such as the loris salad. But why loris salad? I was baffled, and the meaning still eludes me to this very day. I've never been quick-witted, though. The Order's doctrines never quite took hold.
Very pathetic if you ask me.
However,
Yeah.
that is
Really
where my
pathetic.
true passion
He's really making Amtor's look like an approachable person. And that's really saying a lot.
But why did a blessed laureate like you get banished by the Order?
Back when I won the laurel, Raguna was led by the Holy Maiden. She promoted all sorts of grand celebrations during the Carnival, an unceasing tide of revelry. Stages sprang up on every corner of the city, performances dancing through the streets, and shops adorned in vibrant hues.
Oh shit, fuck, wrong
Even
button.
on rainy nights,
Oh, don't hit
you can
that.
still hear music playing in the square.
And if you really
Some
think about it,
fools wove their critiques into their acts.
could you really
Sharp
blame
shooters,
Adam for
the Holy
turning the
Maiden
ways that he did
She
compared
refined
to
city policy
today's standards?
whisper of dissent.
I think about it, be branded your
Those
your
were the
label as a
golden
freak
days, my friend.
and then brand it with
The Holy Maiden once said,
a company's
if she
logo,
was of this world, she'd
or
be
really just a bunch of
solemn
your
fool,
traditional white collar
but
prick.
her grandest carnival as her final farewell.
If anything, I'll say that most of Adam's
And then
reasons for turning out the way he did is
she
kind of
really did
justified.
the current Primus took her place, and in the name of mourning the Holy Maiden, issued all sorts of
Yeah, until he
bans on the
became
carnival.
basically Shard
But
2.0.
is that really what she would have wanted? The Order's
He's
gripped
not
it,
wrong, but he went
and
about
the
the wrong
carnival
way.
performances were reduced to dull, monotonous shadows of their former selves. One year, I strung a wire from a gondola to the top of the clock tower in Liberty Square, and another from the tower to the Thessalia's mansion. Then, I disguised myself as one of the LaGuardia to fool the acolytes, and climbed to the roof along the wire. Midway through the Order's performance, I hopped on a wing ray with a cloudcaster, showering the entire city with flowers.
Yes, it was a magnificent sight. The wingray soared higher than the acolytes could reach. They couldn't do anything but watch golden pink petals rain from the sky for 3 whole days.
They struggled to clean up the flowers from the streets, and it took a downpour to wash them all away. That cloudcaster, adapted from a music band, became the prototype for the one we use on stage today.
But that's all in the past. To this day, I'm still not sure what crime they pinned on me. Maybe walking the wire without protection? Anyway, I'm just an old relic now. But you lot, you're the main characters of this era. Facing down every obstacle with fire in your bellies.
But isn't our fate already sealed? Without the so-called salvation the Order preaches, we're doomed to our banishment. Just lost souls, dying in obscurity.
Life is short, and we weren't born just to atone. The Order may banish us, but they can't take away our right to sing.
Yeah, the
Death is
character
one
in
of many
Netflix
possible
anime.
ends, but it's certainly not the worst.
Yeah, way more track
Perhaps
backstory, but
being
like
forgotten
Anne,
is what
his
the Order
character
wanted for us.
didn't become an antagonist. Hmm. Interesting.
They want to erase all traces of our existence, grind us into dust and drag us into the abyss. But we'll fight the tide and live our lives to the fullest. Members of the troupe may come and go, but they never truly left us. Their deeds and songs are passed down through the ages. One day, our voices will echo across every land. Our words will reach every corner of the world. And by then, even the tacit discords in the stormy sea will know our names.
That's the spirit, boy! Even if I can't earn myself a proper title, I'll become Rinasita's most enigmatic legend. When I'm gone, I'll leave behind a coffin that sings. Or maybe turn into a lark, singing every day and night!
What the hell?
What say you, Brad? Do you like this stage design? It could be used for this year's carnival. Our little chat reminded me of those good old days. So why not relive that scene I just mentioned? I still remember that famous line.
My question is,
even without wings, we can still soar
random
to the
animal
heavens.
and the character in question is named
Now that you mention
Shiro
it, that is a
Ogami.
very good question.
I think I may have heard that, but I never saw it.
Please don't mind him. We like our performances big and bold, after all.
That fight with the dragon probably messed with the mountain's stability. If Bartolino keeps moving around up there, it could get dangerous. We need to find a way to get him down, and fast. We might need your help with this. Taro should have some useful items in her box. We've got a cloudcaster that can conjure up some fluffy cloud cushions. They'd make the perfect stairs to reach Mr. Bartolino, or catch him for a soft landing. But some of its parts have been borrowed by other troop members.
Come on, fish. Come to my net. Yeah, I borrowed the reel for me fishing. We scavenge all sorts of stuff from the beach and fix them up as...
I'd rather be a wild flower, ignored by all in my own power.
Cloudcaster. Here, the resonance unit. It helps me find the right pitch and rhythm. Works like a charm. You should give it a try too.
Sailors cheer as hearts ignite. Soon, we'll break the Cloudcaster.
Oh, I use its base as a desk. Our first mate lent it to me so I could write more. Here it is.
Good. We have all the parts now. Time to work, Pero. Everything's set for takeoff.
Let's position a cloud cushion beneath Mr. Bardolino. Then we'll pop the balloons and bring him down safely. Although we might need a bigger cushion.
The Cloudcaster's resonance unit responds to song. The louder our singing, the more powerful the effect.
Shogami is a wolf beastman.
All right, friends, old and new, come and join this sing-along.
Return to the show works as vigilante detective. Wait, I think I know what you're talking about. I actually saw a short of it by ALA.
One with the sound.
Shit, wrong button. No one.
Bullseye! Almost done.
Oh, thank you, dear girl. You helped me complete this performance and fulfill one of my dearest wishes. Please, I'll gladly give you my most prized possession.
Apologies for my late arrival to such a magnificent performance.
You just has a piece of your sister and niece. That's good here.
Oh my. What an honor to witness the beauty of our generous benefactor. Thank you, my lady.
You flatter me. The family's protection extends to all who stand by us.
Might I say what a pleasure it is to see you again, Miss Carlotta. You have my heartfelt gratitude.
Is everything going smoothly with your family, Miss Carlotta?
No.
Yes, thank you.
The whole research games and chug of Tachi and Pain chapter for bath simulation.
Grandfather
So that
has
being
handled the rest.
upload will likely happen next week at the latest.
Improvising with me in front of that priest. You've got a sharp mind. No pain, no gain, as Grandfather used to say. I'm pleased we're on the same page. Your kindness is much appreciated. The Montellis won't forget this. In return, I'll share everything I know. I believe you've noticed that the Order has been undermining the family under the guise of its doctrines. Alienation, monopolization, just a few tricks up their sleeve. Their true motives, however, run deeper. Their alliance with the Fraxidus speaks volumes. While we don't know the full extent of their conspiracy, one thing is clear. Their sights are set on this year's carnival. The Carnival is likely where you'll find clues about the Sentinel. Legend has it that the Sentinel, Imperator, has been secluded in the heavens, cut off from the mortal realm. The last record of the Sentinel is from the Carnival a decade ago.
Getting back on topic, sure that the T-Titans slate.
At that time,
T-Titans could
the entire
easily
city
tear
was shrouded in
shuttered.
mist.
Yeah,
Ghosts
pretty
roamed
much.
the streets.
Almost not
A
my
dragon
fault,
roared from the sky, and a sea behemoth raged, summoning towering waves. Do any clues come to mind?
Remnant cloud spreading, experiments to turn echoes, and the dragon's manipulation. The Order plans to recreate these disasters at this year's ceremony.
Look, like, you really don't need that many.
The Order in the Fraxidus.
By the way, curious who you think would win
to prevent the
Equest
Carnival's sabotage.
Stand between Centerphone Shigaraki after he got all for one. I mean, wait, Equest stats. Yeah, I'll still say Shigaraki because those quirks of his are really going to be a huge problem. And if I'm being honest, I really feel like that he's too tanky. You could really make an argument that Decay could possibly bypass was it Aura. It's really nothing to sneeze at, by contending with several pro heroes at once.
The Primus called it a divine punishment, and took the opportunity to appear as a savior. A perfect way to build legitimacy.
The Order relies on the people's faith in the Sentinel. With the Sentinel's 10-year absence, faith in the Order has waned. They must be desperate to restore that trust.
It is for this reason that the Order has been forced to revive the festival. Let's consider the implications.
Yeah, but realistically,
proceeds
really depending on how you choose to
how would it affect the Order?
Scale Cinder and what statements you really take seriously. You could really get them relative in stats.
The current Primus claims to be the Enlightened One.
Well, you know,
Sentinels
imagine a scenario where Cinder's auras keep her safe from Decay, but Shigaraki knows her vulnerability.
This role is meant
her
for
whole
the young
life by grabbing
maiden
it.
who is destined
And
to
that
lead
sounds
the
pretty
divine
accurate.
oracles during the Carnival.
I say you could. It really depends on.
The Carnival is the only time humans can directly communicate with the Sentinel.
Human are nothing compared to
Normally,
aliens, demons,
it's the Primus who conveys the Sentinel's
and
words.
humans DC.
A successful Carnival offers a chance for citizens to meet the Sentinel in person. But for the Primus, and possibly the Order, it poses a threat if they've been fabricating the oracles. To sabotage it while still maintaining their authority, they partnered with the Fraxidus.
The Fraxidus will cause chaos during the Carnival, and the Order will swoop in as the saviors, restoring public trust just as they did before.
So far,
Cinder
you've
as
helped us
the
crush
Tigre
3 of their
morale.
schemes.
Yeah, pretty
But
accurate.
one remains. We have evidence that the Cetus is being manipulated, and the Fractidus are setting up their final plan.
I look as much as I like Cinder. She's an alright villain.
From what I've noticed, you're
But that's
not one to act
Shigaraki
passively or pin your
actually putting a
hopes on
grind.
others.
It's pretty accurate.
You prefer to strike first.
He actually
and
put in that
steer
grind
events in
and
your
got
favor.
his villainous riz.
Winning the laurel might give you the chance to talk with the Sentinel. The Sentinel's resonator may also be present. So...
Our aim has always been clear: to restore the Carnival to its former glory with a performance for the ages. If the Divine truly exists, would they wish to see their people living without freedom? Or witness a festival twisted into a tool for tyrants? If we win the laurel, we'll show that such punishment is absurd. But if that's truly their design, we shall break those divine shackles ourselves. Whether divinity exists or not, we will fight for Raguna's freedom, where everyone has the right to live and pursue a future of their own choosing.
Honestly, so imagine Cinder getting pissed at Shigaraki.
The Montellis share this vision.
Grammar.
Only in a free society can a fair and
gets
open
pissed
market
at
thrive.
her insults and calling on the warfare. Sounds amazing.
However, the troop alone is too weak. The family is under close watch and our enemy hides in the shadows. We need your strength to find our way forward. Thank you. I'm pleased we've reached an agreement once more.
All right, what should we do now? Any plans?
Since the Order intends to sabotage the Carnival and incite chaos amongst the guests, confronting them directly only plays into their hands. You've seen the troops' unique approach to combat, haven't you? That's precisely why we're allies with them. We will turn any disturbances into a theatrical performance.
Until Shigaraki really decides to get serious.
I can see our friend here is still a bit confused. No worries, my dear girl. We'll have a quick rehearsal before the Carnival begins. Speaking of which, Ms. Carlotta, would you honor us by joining our performance?
Me? I do have some stage experience, though I must confess I may be a bit out of practice.
We don't know what challenges we'll face, so your help will be needed, Miss Carlotta. Plus, it's a chance for you to get to know our methods.
If you insist.
Wonderful! As the festivities continue, if you're both ready, please join us on the stage of the troop liner.
Even Super Short won't stand a chance against Teen Titans.
Our rehearsals are rather straightforward. No scripts, just pure intuition.
Look, you really don't need that many members of the Teen Titans. Raven alone could probably handle him. Could more than handle him.
For our improvised comedy, start with a theme.
Same with Starfire.
We build our lines and act on the fly, responding to the unfolding show and audience reactions.
But with the limitless capacity for human creativity at play,
I'm actually curious,
the plot
which
can sometimes
do
veer
you
into
think is
the,
more likely to
unconventional.
start for the battle? Center one, Shigar's power research, or Shigaraki? Is she trying to recruit and then merge Cinder?
Pardon my interruption, but I'm quite curious. What sort of bizarre plots have you encountered?
Well, something like a humble craftsman from a small town.
I'll say
sets
more
sail
than
on a rainy
likely
night,
Cinder
stumbles
wanting
upon
Shigaraki's
ancient
power
ruins,
resources.
is reincarnated with superpowers, and then decides to conquer the galaxy, becoming the Emperor of the Stars. We draft a basic outline
as Rain has
that assigns
previously
roles
said,
and guides the
Cinder
plot's
is basically a Ruby version of Virgil.
And this time, our outline is: a kingdom is attacked, monsters run rampant, and the Demon King has kidnapped the Holy Maiden. A few
But I can
brave
really
heroes
see why
accept the minister's quest to defeat the Demon
Shigaraki
King
would want
and
to
rescue
recruit
her.
Cinder. And it didn't matter her once she had no other use for him.
This outline holds special meaning. We want to pay tribute to the play once performed by the Blessed Maiden herself, which was also about a hero facing a Demon King.
I need a drink.
Good people have their wishes fulfilled, heroes appear in a time of crisis, justice triumphs over evil, and united friends are undefeatable. This is the tale the Blessed Maiden once told, and it's a universal story we want to portray.
To me, the world is a stage,
gotta go for a bit.
and performing is much
Rising
like combat.
Step by LA.
Coordinated movements, quick thinking, sharp reflexes, and, above all, trust in your allies. What I'm getting at is that you both are very skilled and capable. We don't have many do's and don'ts. So relax and express yourselves freely on stage. This rehearsal is to help you get familiar with basic stage movements, techniques, and the troupe's style, and to build good rapport.
Exactly. I'll handle the stage lighting, Brant will narrate, and the rest will take on the role of the audience.
If you're ready, let's begin. Everyone, a big round of applause to welcome the Rover and Miss Carlotta on
what the hell?
stage!
Oh my god.
All right, next I'll spin the prologue of our tale, setting the scene for how our brave heroes first crossed paths. Once upon a time, a hero roamed the world. Undaunted by the lack of a divine vessel, she embarked on a perilous journey across tempestuous seas. Alone in the dark, a young girl of untethered spirit soared against towering barriers with wings of defiance. The winds of fate brought them together. As the world teetered on the brink of absolute darkness, they found solace in each other's gaze.
What the hell?
Together they became unshakable allies, standing strong against the tides of fate. Even if light were to fade from the world and the stars cease to shine, they would still blaze like the sun forever.
Oh, fuck. You know, you're not wrong, Jack. Alright, look.
Bravo,
Just gonna see us now.
Bravo!
Rover is a smash.
Seeing your chemistry, I decided to take a little creative liberty with the story. Anyway, it didn't stray too far from the outline, right?
As you're seeing a skill
The thrill
Splinter
of
is, I don't see
improvisation
him
is in
Link
its
and Slade.
unpredictability. There's always
Yeah,
a
exactly.
rush of excitement with every twist and turn.
Most versions of
Your
Slade
movements were seamless,
win
elegant,
against
and powerful.
Splinter.
I'm confident you'll shine at the carnival.
Thank you. It was all thanks to you.
The only version of Slade
You
that I see
inspired me and kept my spirits high.
Slade losing against Splinter is Titan's Slade. That version is really done dirty. He does a good job against Robin, but he really gets noticed by Nightwing.
You'll master it in no time, I'm sure.
So it's going to win for
that's
Slade.
enough for today. Let's save the grand reveal for the carnival.
Yeah, I'll say Slade.
Oh, and
very
speaking
similar
of
against
which,
Splinter. Most
there's still
versions
something
of
we need
Slade
to
beat
prepare
him.
for you, isn't there?
You mean the essential item for the carnival performance?
Don't worry. I've taken care of everything.
Oh, so it's handled then. I can't wait to see it.
I have a small gift for you. Let's head back to Raguna together, shall we?
No, wrong one.
Please, follow me.
Where are we going?
Please allow me to keep that a secret for now. I wouldn't want to spoil the surprise. But here's a hint. You've been there
Oh, I
before.
gotta see this freaking mask bitch again.
Oh, dear Lady Carlotta, thank the Sentinel you're finally back. I was just about to close up shop to prepare for tomorrow's carnival.
You have completed my request, haven't you?
Hulk MC
course,
vs
Lady
Superman.
Carlotta. You should have more faith
I
in
can't
my
recall
skills.
the movie that he picked up in
Here you are.
Kryptonite.
A small token of my appreciation.
Wait, Jackie boy.
Abby,
What?
I have something for you as well.
What did Hulk do to you?
Wow, really? I get a gift too? Ha, you're so nice.
So that's
Because we're
why
talking about
Lady
Superman.
Carlotta was so insistent
The
on
one
using
character
only the finest
who
materials and
who
meticulous
even in the movies
craftsmanship
has some of
for
the best showings.
For a moment, I feared she
Also,
lost
but
faith
if you
in
really
my
want to be
skills
generous,
and
it
was
really depends
plotting to
on
hand over the shop to someone else.
how serious you take showings in
I see
adventure
why
team up
this little
movies.
creation was so important to you, Lady Carlotta.
Nyala, you do have a flair for dramatics.
Some Batman
Anyway,
Slade was
why
also
don't you unwrap?
wasn't a terrible version. Wait, another terrible rendition.
This is...
I took the liberty of having Nyala custom make this mask based on my impression of you.
Wait, is that the version where they
Suits your
depict Slade as a predator? Because if that's the case, then I can totally understand. That is very contradicting, and if anything,
I'm pleased you like it. The carnival is a splendid reverie, and the mask is its passport.
I also
May it help you
in-
navigate the carnival with ease, and let you enjoy it to your heart's content.
in a bit of Slade's defense, this was like after after his son was
May I
murdered.
take a bit more of your time? Walk with me through Raguna
So
tonight.
like it was brought up on Discord server. Like it's like a running Batman, but right after but right after his parents were murdered. What you get is kind of is a Punisher version.
The sapphire that crowns Solaris. The waters
they
of Raguna
do a
serve
lot of
as a
crowd
mirror,
damage, like probably.
reflecting the countless faces of
I
this
think
city,
fair point.
much like our own reflections. The people of Raguna possess a temperament akin to...
Terra,
There was a
Teen
time
Titans
when the
versus
currents swept
Gara.
us into the jaws of uncharted waters, where relentless storms and voracious waves awaited. But after weathering such trials, they revealed to us a hidden gem. The shores themselves.
I'm
My
gonna
family
go
has always been
with
drawn
Gara
to
by
the thrill
default.
of a new
I'm
voyage.
really not familiar with
One
Terra.
stormy night, fate decided to play a hand. What we discovered there on that island, the technology and novel ideas, was nothing short of a blessing in disguise. Our intentions might not be as grandiose or ominous as you think. We seek liberation, and to achieve it, we're pursuing the truth behind Renacita's origins. Legend has it that when people first arrived on this island, Genesis Nexus was already here, welcoming them. The prevailing belief is that the Sentinel gifted us this technology, and despite nobody ever seeing the Sentinel in person, we talk with them through supposed telepathy. Notice anything strange about that story?
Terra was able
conjure
to
up
support
echoes,
Time Towers.
and the Genesis Nexus
Does need
allows the
Raiden's help,
Raganese
so
access
you
to
have
common
Gara.
echoes.
Yeah, fair enough. Also,
If the Genesis Nexus was present when the first settlers arrived,
Gara has a mountain level Bijou
And
in
really,
him.
if no one's ever laid
Who
eyes on the
doesn't don't want to
Sentinel,
know, but some Bama
how
Slit
can we be so sure
was a member
that
of
statue
the
really
Assassins instead
represents
of being in the military.
it seems to me
He
the
was,
Order
and
might
he
have
was
spun
just
us a
like
tale,
2012 Shredder.
hiding
Damn.
the true origins behind the grand myths.
But also, you don't have to worry about that. Our version of Slade, that was quickly retconned, and for good reason.
No. We have no ambitions to rule or to renounce
Keep
our
forgetting about Shikaku.
And really,
I mean,
this
fair
city
point.
should not be ruled by
In
any
character,
one entity.
Gara doesn't typically use
The hour grows
Shikaku.
late. I have arranged
Unless really
accommodations for you
necessary.
at Lato Grotto in the south. Let us walk there together, and I can share a story along the way. Think of it as a bedtime tale. I learned it from the troop. It's about Fleur de Lis, the Blessed Maiden. Once, the Blessed Maiden was just a simple peasant girl. During the Sentinel's gratitude rite, the young Fleur de Lis managed to sneak past the guards and drink the sacramental wine. Every drop. Perhaps it was the intoxicating wine in Eglatown, or simply her lack of experience with spirits. But she soon found herself quite drunk. Swaying on her feet, she ascended the ceremony's grand platform. Seizing the sacred horn, she played a carefree folk tune, dodging the guards and weaving through the crowd with surprising agility.
Assassin. Yeah, exactly.
Remarkably, the crowd, as if drawn by an unseen force, followed her lead, transforming the solemn ceremony into a wild parade of cheers and revelry. Naturally, the Order was less than pleased. The Pilgrim Sale did not yet exist, so Fleur de Lis faced 3 days of confinement. During that time, she used her prison walls as a canvas. That unforgettable day of disordered revelry left a lasting mark on all who witnessed it. Is it not remarkable? A rebellious girl, chosen by the Sentinel to become the Blessed Maiden, If the Sentinel indeed permitted such a girl to serve as their spokesperson, it suggests that all this joyous revelry is not something they disdain. Perhaps they too enjoy poetry, painting, tears, laughter, romantic tales of nights, and dancing amidst crowds, much like ourselves. The people of this island came from diverse civilizations now lost to time, but through plays and tradition, they sought to preserve memories of their heritage. In the past, while the clash of cultures led to conflict, the Raganazi united through faith, restoring balance even if precarious. To maintain this unity, we've always needed both a sentinel and a play based on a shared legend that gives us roles. Yet this play has endured for so long that we've become defined by our roles. Noble, commoner, believer, merchant. What was meant to unite us now stifles us. Now, we yearn for a day when we can truly set aside our titles and positions, express our true selves, and join together in celebration. Yes, born from hope and idealism, it reminds the Raganazi of our initial vision of equality and freedom. It also affirms our true worth. While the Order's true intentions remain unclear, we are certain their influence has already eroded the very foundations of our society. People revere the divine figure the Order has constructed, yet they also live in fear of punishment. Legends become accomplices in fostering ignorance, and faith becomes the loyal executioner of cruel punishment. An invisible cage has trapped us all. Speaking of freedom within a cage is absurd. Fear and ignorance are our foremost enemies. This year's carnival will spark a flame fierce enough to burn down that cage. Rest well, and tomorrow we shall take the stage together at the Carnival. Good night. May your dreams be sweet.
Welcome. Lady Carlotta already notified us of your arrival.
You don't like to glaze them because you don't like Batman. You don't see Sharp winning against Batman easily.
Very well. I'll escort you to your room immediately.
Alright, fair point.
Real? Pinch me! I can't believe how different everything looks. So this is the carnival, huh? Yeah!
If we're talking about Batman from any point, he has gone against Superman level threats. Kind of hot pockets of tea. It's neat.
I can't wait to explore. Oh, by the way, it's been a while since we last saw Zani and Phoebe. Wonder what they're up to right now.
All right, let's go. We should also keep an eye out for anything unusual along the way.
Miss Margarita, is the order ready yet? Yeah, I was about to say, I have been waiting quite a while.
Why am I giving a Trout version of Rover? I want mine.
Miss Margarita, is the order ready yet? Yeah, I was about to say, I have been waiting quite a while.
Sorry, we're swamped with orders. Becky and I are doing our best, but it's a bit chaotic. Becky seems to be having...
No need to worry. Let me take a look. Ah, I see. Becky is just a bit overloaded with all the work. It might need... Oh, good morning, my friend. I'd love to, really. Look, see this mask? However, it's crystal clear to me that keeping things running smoothly is a top priority right now. Lady Carlotta has already briefed me on your plan.
The other thing
Along
playing
with
with
the
that
other family
Batman
members.
is
You can
insane,
count on my
especially when
full support.
he never kills any members of the Rogue Gallery.
Miss Margarita, is the order ready yet? Yeah, I was about to say, I have been waiting quite a while.
Hopefully this helps.
Fuck. Did not need to do.
Is that Seamoss from the Pioneer Association? Something seems off. Why does he look sad?
Seamoss has been so busy taking photos for everyone else that he hasn't had the chance to take any himself. Hmm? You want a picture with me? But... Oh, hello. Well, thank you. Yes,
Rover and Lady Phoebe! I've been capturing the Carnival's many beautiful moments. What brings you all together here? You took this picture? Look at that composition and lighting. Who knew you had a knack for photography? Buddy, you look so happy. Whatever the reason, thanks for making this moment special.
it's all thanks to Rover. She fulfilled Seamoss's wish. Just like us, Seamoss wants to savor every
Brown
moment
basically
of the
locks
Carnival.
members of his Rogue Gallery in Arkham Sound over and over again and expecting different results. Yeah, he's also, which also makes him hypocritical.
The Sentinel cherishes their people, and as followers, we find joy in witnessing everyone's happiness. But we
Well, it's
have
realistic,
our
but
duties, ensuring
if
order during
anyone
the Carnival.
in Gotham
I'm
is
sorry,
locked
I
away in
can't join
Arkham
in the
Sound,
festivities.
exactly what do you expect as a
I wish
result?
you a wonderful time at the Carnival.
you're here.
That's why I like Spawn Red Hood better. Excellent choices.
For the Ragganese, the Carnival has always been an occasion to revel with abandon. It's what they truly desire. The family is prepared. They'll support our plan should the need arise. We must remain vigilant. The Fraxidus may be lurking, observing our every move. It's nearly time. The troops should be arriving at the harbor shortly. How do you feel? Ready to step into the spotlight? Excellent. We have the skills. Now it's all about improvisation. The time has come. Let's go. Let's celebrate together.
When freedom is unchecked,
Batman's
the
joke.
insidious
Killing
evil
rope.
of division takes root.
Exactly.
People of the Senate,
despite no killing role, he in some continuities does kill. And exactly how that makes
what
sense.
unites us all.
What is that?
Friends! Why lead a life of restraints? Why not live like there's no tomorrow? High walls fall fast. All you free spirits, join us to set sail again!
That woman, she's with the Fraxidus. I need to follow her and find out what she's planning.
Right this way.
What the hell? Exactly, you mean Batman has killed a file of most members of Justice League? I guess. What the hell?
I've lost her again. Where is she trying to lead me?
Ah, we've arrived. Such a small world, isn't it? Oh, what an honor to be remembered. Let's continue our conversation somewhere lively and grand. A place worthy of the Carnival, not some dreary, dull corner.
Why does Batman have a kill file on most members of Justice League, but he doesn't with his road gallery?
That's the Carnival.
Look, I'm just gonna say this right now. That's something you'll need to ask the writer, not me. Then again, most writers don't know how to write Batman properly.
No need to worry. I won't disrupt their little daydream. Besides, we still have business to do here. Now that you know what makes the Sentinel so unique, you should know we seek the same thing. That extraordinary resonator. How about I share a little story with you? A gesture of goodwill for our cooperation. Now, patience is a virtue. A story is best enjoyed with a captivating performance, and this stage is perfectly set for it. We're simply spreading the truth through a tale.
Batman skull.
I'm certain it will pique your interest. So consider this a heartfelt invitation to you and your companions. Join us.
Yeah, take back on Batman's not shit.
This endless play, and use your humble strength to defy the raging current of fate.
What the hell? Oh, that's not good.
The stage is set, and the curtain rises. Actors, the moment to dazzle has arrived. The magic is ready to unfold.
As anticipated, the Praxidus is on the move.
Now, remember the rehearsal we did yesterday? All our preparations have led to this very moment.
She intends to use those Lycorises to summon and control the Tacit Discords.
Exactly.
If we destroy the Lycorises, we can neutralize them.
Everyone is in position. We'll manage the West Plaza. DB is stationed at the East Plaza, keeping an eye on things.
Like, if anything, Red Hood is more of a hero than Batman is, in its own way. Heck, even Nightwing does Bruce's job way better.
I'll take care of the lighting and create the mood to make the performance stand out.
Leave that to me. Ready? The spotlight will be on you two.
The curtain has been lifted. We can't keep our audience waiting.
Then?
Ladies and gentlemen, the grandest and most spectacular performance of the Carnival is about to commence. Let us give a warm round of applause as our actors now take the stage.
Wait, what the hell?
An unending darkness cloaks the kingdom as monstrous beasts ravage the land. The Holy Maiden has been captured by the Demon King, and chaos descends. But lo, two valiant heroes step forth, accepting the Minister's quest. vowing to vanquish the beasts and rescue the Holy Maiden. The heroes breached the first barrier, sweeping away the monsters within the city. Now, they advance toward the Demon King's castle, where peril awaits at every corner. What trials lie ahead? No wall can deter these free spirits. Even the stars seem to...
He despises no kill roll in general. And for every reason.
Exercise caution. New enemies have appeared.
The Demon King unleashes its minions, long awaiting these audacious intruders.
Can you keep up? Found your weak spot. Victory favors me. A new era awaits, quickly and swiftly. Can you keep up? Running won't save you.
Swift and resolute. The hour is upon us.
My compliments. Don't confront them head on. Can you keep up? An absurd, impudent display. Is that it? Can you keep up?
They launch a fierce assault, intent on crushing the heroes and grinding them to dust.
Glory demands more. In the name of the Montellis. Watch out! Now!
A sudden twist unbalanced the heroes. Then at this crucial moment, a mysterious figure enters the fray. A divinity sent emissary? Or a spirit from the shadows, perhaps? She seems moved by their passion and righteousness. See her join the heroes' ranks.
Ah, how delightful. I await your shallow, bated breath.
It
seems the Demon King anticipated the hero's arrival and has gladly extended an invitation.
And you know, heroes just means for heroes to have higher moral ground. And yeah, the only thing that revolves in morals is
With
Bruce
unyielding
getting the bricks
determination,
beaten off of
the
him.
heroes accept the challenge. The Demon King reveals itself at last, exposing its hideous visage and sharp fangs. The final showdown is nigh! The Demon King summons its foul army, poised for a climactic battle with the heroes. The victor will soon be revealed.
Still recognize me? Mamma mia! Every story
Sounds come forth.
Mamma mia! Improv performance! Give my compliments.
Amidst the clashing swords and the cries of the minions, the heroes face the Demon King. Victory belongs to the righteous and the brave! And now, we await the Holy Maiden's return.
And so we arrive at the happily ever after, yes? But we do not live in a fairy tale. There is no playwright to script a happy ending for us. What lies behind the curtain is but a cruel jest, a dark satire. Let me reveal the truth behind that idyllic ending. The Holy Maiden has long succumbed to darkness, drawing power from a heretical force and leading her people into depravity. And the minister, having uncovered this truth, has vowed to root out this corruption himself. Come now, let us embrace the grand climax of this revelry.
Seems we've received another invitation. The final stage likely lies beyond this point. Don't worry. Brant will manage everything within the city and make sure the performance proceeds. Let us proceed to meet that Fraxidus overseer and deliver a
The wildcat has sounded thrice, and the hedgehog four. The peculiar bird sings. The moment is upon us. O benevolent sorceress of realms unknown, I summon you. Grant us the just prophecy, and may fate favor us all. The night veils the world in darkness, while the feast captivates all. Yet you remain clear-eyed amidst this revelry. The honeyed wine has clouded their senses and quenched their flames of avarice. Yet it has stoked your bravery and kindled the fire within your heart. I shall unveil the first prophecy and shatter these burdensome stones. Abandon the trifles of sentiment, and you shall ascend the throne. To achieve this, a sacrifice of fresh blood is demanded, a purge of the Holy Maiden and all heretics.
Him next.
My king, what halts your advance? You have already tainted your feet in the river of blood. There is no retreat. The path born of injustice must be fortified with further transgressions. The soul must be steeled in bitterness. Thus, I unveil my second prophecy to dispel all illusions. No mortal shall inflict upon you even the slightest harm.
Oh yeah,
And assuredly, you shall find
I mentioned it on the Discord server, I think it was the previous week. I absolutely do not like Captain Marvel. I'm good.
I'm still standing.
If you know, you know.
Still recognize me?
Absurd, impudent, swift, and resolute.
Arrowskin. The world is our stage. Unexpected plot twist. Up we go, Arrow. Mamma mia! Turn of events. Time for a comeback.
I sense your weakness.
An eye for an eye. Still recognize me?
Swift and resolute.
Arrowskin. Mamma mia! Avanti! Figurati! Improvise!
The hour is upon us.
Stubbornness. Glory demands more.
Have I ever traveled to a foreign country? No, I haven't.
Death and rise beyond good and evil. Abandon all doubt and grasp at unreachable hopes. Now, hear the third and final prophecy. Pleasure brings violence, shall end in violence.
Punch that time.
Still recognize me? Can you keep up?
Swift and resolute.
She got me killed.
Arrow sent. I'll warm up the crowd. Up we go, Caro. Mamma mia, avanti. Figurati. My compliments. An absurd, impudent display. Still recognize me? Stand down. Improvise. Is that it? I'm still standing. An eye for an eye.
What the hell?
Smoke here.
Sounds come forth.
Improv performance. Tornado nuclear. Mamma mia. Every story needs drama.
The hour is upon us. Disperse. Bad timing.
My compliments. Running won't save you. Still recognize me?
One with the sounds.
Unexpected plot twist. The turn of events.
Break. Keep it together.
Time to part ways. Glory demands more. In the name of the Montellis.
Swift and resolute.
Punch out that end.
The end has come.
My compliments. Can't lose the rhythm. The world is our stage.
Alright. So, what state I live in? Let's just say North America. I want to dox myself.
Prophecy says the king will not take his final
favorite
bow
meat?
in this act.
Steak.
Reality beckons.
In return,
Have
welcome
you
back,
glimpsed
LA.
the truth in this dream? 2 prophecies fulfilled, but the third? I wait to see how you will rewrite it.
If we defeat her, we can set the Cetus free. We'll give this performance the perfect finale.
Type steak, flaming young. medium rare. Very basted. Type steak I usually prefer either T-bone or New York strip. I also usually prefer medium rare, or at bare minimum
Splendid
rare.
Performance. It's almost time for the final bow, but the symphony between us has only just begun its overture.
Who do I think will win between El Tachi and Alive Minato? I'll say El Tachi, unless Minato straight up just Reaper Death Steals him. Also, if we're going with in-character arguments, Itachi will more likely just Genjutsu him.
You should take center stage for the final bow.
Hear that? The thunderous roar of applause. Ah, it has been far too long. This is the true essence of the Carnival.
At last, the crisis has been resolved.
Lady Arbiter, I have heard thy call. I have awaited thee for what seems like an eternity. Lady Arbiter, I am ensnared.
How do you think Alive Minato, after all the narrative implies?
And among the stars, thou shalt
implies Naruto needing Casey on 2's past again completely, while El Tachi's around Casey on 1 Naruto.
I am there.
1.5 Naruto's rescaling Versace. Fair point. Hey, Rodan.
The lost doth wander briefly amongst thy kind. Seek her out. She too doth move within the fold.
The next move is... Am I getting this right? It feels a bit off.
Plus, Kushina says that Miyato could seal away a full criminal without the Reaper death seal, at least at full strength, so El Tenchi's regen stamina won't be the worst problem he can face. Understandable.
You are... No, never mind. Anyway, your performance was splendid. I'm here for the carnival as well. It's been ages since I've seen something as grand as this. I love hearing the laughter and cheers of a crowd, no matter the occasion. Kind stranger, could you show me those final steps from your curtain call?
Shriver vs. Wolverine.
I'm sorry, but I can't stay here any longer. I must return.
Damn. Look, I know you don't like Shriver, but damn. Wolverine, no diffs. You tell that one's trying to kind of...
It's...
Oh, Rodan, what did Jujutsu Kaisen ever do to you?
No.
Because even with equal stats,
yes,
Joker
right.
really
Cartothea.
no diffs.
Farewell, Laureate. I hope that someday I might stand on stage with you.
The only way you could probably make an argument for it is maybe
Some family members mentioned
Gojo could win if he instantly pulls out
I'm worried
his
you
domain
might still
expansion.
Be under Fravola's spell.
But even then, I'm being really generous with Gojo on that one.
See who? Are you truly all right? Cartothea. I'll make a note of it. If she was indeed here, she is likely still in Ragusa. I will have my family start searching.
There are still many unresolved questions regarding the Order in the Sentinel. We need time to sort through what we've gathered. Rushing into action now might only alert the Order's spies.
I think that's a fair
and
point
disrupt
also.
what we worked so hard to protect.
But also, like, most Uchihas, they really don't rely on Genjutsu besides Itachi. But that's only when he was alive.
If we find out anything, I'll contact you, and we can discuss our next steps together.
Also, to be fair, like,
Until then,
at the time,
as you suggested,
it was a lot more younger and inexperienced
this
Obito,
carnival going.
whose main go-to method is just use what's it, Kamun.
Were you awake, Rover? I trust you had a
Deal
restful
versus
sleep.
Madara. Look, what did Deal do wrong?
Information about the Sentinel. Please join us at the family safe house. I've sent the address to your terminal. Brant and Rotia are also here. We are awaiting your arrival.
She was that. That was still an overkill that could that could completely control Kurama with just base shotgun. I got a fair point. Rodan, if you're really wondering, well, let's see, there's two things. Do you need a list? Look, in my defense, Dio really did nothing wrong. If you were given to a rich family in the Joestars, and you see a complete airhead like Jonathan really being completely just oblivious to everything that you're doing by ruining his life. Not to mention, no one really liked Jonathan like that. And compared to how Jonathan really does know how to act his age, can't really blame Dio for taking advantage of that. No.
Raise your glasses. Shout it loud, friends.
No. And this is something that even George points out to him.
And to our very own laureate.
So it's really, so you really can't blame George for like preferring Dio over Jonathan. But no seriousness, like Madara knows this. Even in character, Dio tends to mess around a lot.
Don't be fooled by how he looks. Brant is already deep in his cups, drunk as a skunk. Oh, let him enjoy himself. The taste of victory is still fresh, and after such a battle, we should celebrate to the fullest. Drink your fill, everyone. This round's on me.
It also depends on what you really choose to actually buy from the Shippuden games. Like, if you really think that
I see someone's been eavesdropping.
Wait. Actually, do you think that Mara Sharingan would let him see at least the shape of the silver? That's a interesting question, Ellie. But me personally, I'll say probably not. The only was it Kekkei Genkai that has shown to see spiritual
The Montelli family is known for its
presences is a Renegon.
Freeloaders will not find us so welcoming.
Friends, let's keep the mood lively.
And I'm pretty sure it's mentioned that, or implies that stands are an extension of a person's soul.
During the carnival, you heard the Sentinel's voice.
He burned a target to kiss JoJo's girl and tried to kill Fard.
Some information on her.
Fardeal is a demon, no matter how much airhead JoJo was.
In the order,
Here's
every
one
high-ranking acolyte is given a new name. We contacted the acolyte Phoebe. After some digging in the order's records, she confirmed that before taking on her holy title, the blessed Fleur-de-Lis was called Cartathea.
Can bleach the characters he stands? Absolutely. Soul Reapers are spiritual beings.
She martyred herself
along with Hollows and other beings within Bleach. So they really have no problem with seeing stands. And also, as much as I keep forgetting it, well, we have Bully Madara. Exactly. Like, look, Madara really didn't do much wrong.
family will
I hear it's everything.
The only remaining
Joker know
clue
this
is
again.
the inverted tower you mentioned hearing about from the
Like
Sentinel.
even with equalized stats,
Even that feels
Mother
elusive.
really needs to just put Joker under
Judging by
Genjutsu,
your
and hopefully that
expression,
ends
You
him.
must have discovered something new.
Or at the very least, use a human pathogen to
Do you
just
recall what we learned
suck
from
his
the
soul up.
stained glass in the tower rooms? There were two divinities at the dawn of Renacita. If one refers to the Sentinel, then the other, who could stand alongside them, might be the Threnodian. The two
By
are
the way,
undoubtedly
what do you think
so uncovering
of the
one could lead us to
assessment
the
of
other.
Mother in the fight? He's caught
Remember Gilberto from the Physalia
Mother in
family?
the fight.
It took a
Caution
lot to
TBC
get
style
into
fighter, Lions, Ponies,
But
Pulse and
we
Tricks.
finally got some
Pulse
information
of
from him.
Matrix or Inception.
As he tells it, the Physalia family's
What do you
long-revered
think of-
deity is none other than Leviathan, the Threnodian from the
I-
sea's depths.
That's you're not exactly wrong
to
with
believe, I
that,
know.
Ellie. That's
But
pretty much his
recent
style.
events have only reinforced
Considering
what we
that
discovered from the stained glass.
he's literally
The
just
Physalia family has been on this island since the
I like
founding of
DBZ villains
Renacita.
Mother will act against
So their worship of the
something he's actually
Threnodian
thinks
may
is
have
dangerous
persisted
prepare
for
against it.
centuries.
Yeah, that's pretty much his style.
We will attempt to
Especially
establish
since
contact
he's
with the Physalias to build an alliance
honestly one of
and gather more intelligence.
a very great strategist in not just Naruto but the Verse series alone. I heard from Ryan lately. He's just vanished. Yeah, he's
Rest assured,
been active on Discord
negotiation is
too.
what we do best.
I
If
believe
necessary, we'll
he
present
mentioned
them
something
with
that he
an
had
offer they
he
can't
was
refuse.
moving to different locations since his current residence was pretty much not making it.
Excuse me for the interruption. Greetings, esteemed guest. The Primus wishes to invite you for a conversation at the Cathedral of Mercury. Would you be so inclined?
How curious. Since when has the Primus become so interested in social calls?
It could very well be a trap.
I'm merely conveying the Primus's invitation. The choice is yours.
Remember, you're not alone. If anything happens, just let us know.
Very well. Please follow me to the Cathedral of Mercury.
Wind guide me.
Oh fuck. Alright, I'll just fly. Fuck, that's not what I keep forgetting the wrong buttons. Was it Goku Brilliant Vegeta versus Superboy Prime? Let's just... Alright, I'm gonna put this plain simply. Superboy Prime absolutely no diffs. Look, Superboy Prime has consistently contended with speedsters. And having to make Barry actually try his hardest kind of does that.
Never before have I seen a day.
Oh, no, so I'm pretty sure Superboy Prime is also content with Superman.
And light. The birds
sing,
when
he sees
flowers bloom, yet this world knows neither true
joy. Who think between Alive, Valiant, Madara, and Casey 2 Sage mode, Naruto, and Emi and Sasuke at the same time.
There's no need
also do versions of fight with.
I am Fenrica.
Also do versions
Primus
of fight
the Order of the Deep.
With and without.
Your deeds have reached my ears, and I have long wished to meet you. Alas, the burdens of this world delayed our meeting until now. I beg your pardon for the wait. Please accept my respect.
Well, against Sasuke, we already kind of saw that. And Sasuke,
ambition, breathing new life into Raguna.
Madara of No Eyes casually no-diff Sasuke.
From this day
and
forth,
we've already kind of seen Madara versus KCM 2 Naruto. I believe it was like pre-Sage Madara where he was casually blocking attacks from Kurama. Well, not Kurama, Naruto and BG Spikes thrown at him from Kurama.
All mortals stumble, but through pilgrimage, they have.
But also, that really depends on if he thinks that Madara got stronger while he was in El Tensei.
Right to return to this divinely blessed land. I understand.
Aizen vs. Ghostbusters. Well, here's things thanks to the anime, the 1,000-Year Blood War. Aizen no diffs.
Speak freely, and I will answer with all the honesty I possess.
Fair point. I'm next.
By the great Sentinel Imperator, I swear to you, there shall be no deceit in my words. You have walked a path similar to theirs. Indeed, you have the right to meet them. However, due to the Dark Tide 2 decades ago, the Sentinel's body was gravely wounded and remains in a state of recovery. If you wish to meet them, I will convey your request. I see the thirst for truth in your eyes. It is clear that doubts still linger in your heart. Please, voice your concerns. Fleur-de-Lis. She was the emissary of the Sentinel.
Here's what Aizen's Bankai might be.
Contributions.
I am
20 years ago,
not sure myself.
She sacrificed herself to seal the calamity. She fulfilled her duties in this world and returned to the divine embrace.
But to say the least, I'm expecting it to be something very broken. Probably about as broken, if not more broken, than
wars were
I'm not going to bother trying to sing it, but probably more broken than Shinsui's.
Sentinel has our faith divided, weakening their divine power. The Dark Tide's true essence is the divine blood shed from the Sentinel's wounds. That tragic past left deep scars, and with their divine power drained, It could not prevent the
at
dark
least until
tide
like
surge 20
there are
years
any
ago.
implications in any future light novels, I really have
Blessed
no
Maiden
idea.
chose to martyr herself.
Eisen versus Virgil.
She once again resonated with the Sentinel and, through her sacrifice,
I'm not sure if I had that.
Restored some of their divine power.
Believe it or not, I actually had that scheduled, but I'm pretty sure I scrapped that one because it is
Yet,
very
the Sentinel remains in a state of
cut and
healing
dry.
and still requires a mortal representation.
Virgil, or to be fair, it really depends on what statements you take seriously. But if you want to stick to just manga and games, I'll say Eisen takes that pretty handily.
I received the divinity's blessing.
Because Kyokusu Getsu alone is really a huge problem for Virgil.
Their will.
And thanks to the 1,000-Year Blood War anime giving the verse a massive boost in power, Eisen, his spiritual pressure, Kido, and transformations all got a huge buff from that.
Purity and unity of our will to prevent another tragedy.
And not to mention, like, Zohogyoku also kind of negates the functions of Virgil's demonic power. So that really gives Eisen very good odds against Virgil. And also doesn't help that Eisen is also a much better strategist than Virgil.
Really a second
In about every
awakening?
department.
Sentinel Jue had a trial with Jinshi, but my permission was needed to transfer the Sentinel's power.
In fairness, even as Sasuke was beaten by Madara, that was while blind. How Hashirama stage mode, and it was still a level Madara considered impressive. You don't know how insane you need to be for Madara to compliment you. Oh, exactly.
I swear, my words are without
My theory is that
deceit.
if it's a Bankai like sleep paralysis, you can't move and things happen to you.
On the path of justice than I anticipated. Oh, dear Sentinel, please forgive my transgressions. The dark tide brought us a blood-stained lesson. To keep our people from faltering, I bound myself to silence, locking away what I witnessed on that fateful day. Fleur-de-Lis, the unrighteous, deceived us all. She was not the blessed maiden chosen by the Sentinel. The true maiden has yet to reveal herself. You must know that a being capable of rivaling our divinity exists in this world. Humanity's eternal adversary, the evil of all civilizations, the Threnodian. As the Sentinel has their resonator, so does the Threnodian.
Yaldabaoth versus Yuha. Holy shit.
Body and spirit.
Wait.
By our ancient enemy. Her actions were
Look, I'm gonna say this right now. As strong as Yuhavak may be by the end of the 1,000-Year Blood War,
this is the truth.
He really doesn't have many good odds against Yaldabaoth.
Was the Threnodian's resonator.
You could make an argument for him putting up a decent fight, but Yaldabaoth has too many hacks and abilities that kind of counteract the abilities of the Almighty. The Almighty plus the scripts and the power of the Soul King. I was curious, do you think if the entire Katsuki without Orange Mask over to a Font Chroma, do you think they could capture him?
How can that be? That blessed maiden. Could she really be the Threnodian's resonator?
I would say maybe, but that's only if Itachi, Itachi Genjutsu's Chroma quick enough.
does she really
because
live?
Kurama does have a tendency to hold back against opponents who he doesn't find worthy. So you could make a strong argument for Dakoski.
Well, probably won't get any more answers from him.
Also, a reminder for the scenario where the Akatsuki is Orange Man's go to. He has that seal meaning to opponent the president.
And the Phasalia family worships
Lucia
the
from Mind Controlling Kurama.
We'll have to wait for Carlotta to arrange an audience with them.
Hey.
Something tells me this carnival is just the beginning. There's more ahead. I'm sure of it.
Frolova, you do have a knack for indulging in pointless little chores.
Why? There's no rule against an actor making good use of the intermission. Besides, I haven't disrupted your arrangement, have I? The one from a faraway land who discerns the truth dares to raise their sword against the divine. In response, the slumbering gods break free from their shackles, revealing their true forms. The possibility of the second resonance awakening is now a certainty, so we just need to see if that special resonator truly exists. Was the Blessed Maiden a resonator for the Sentinel or the Threnodian?
Oh, man.
Or both? If so... Oh. A resonator capable of wielding both
Naruto vs.
powers.
Natsu.
I am eager to see how this story ends.
Wait, shoot.
Cristoforo, if you don't want to spoil the next act, I might have to give your carefully crafted plot a little nudge.
Man,
Speaking of which,
I want to say Naruto,
anyone else in your play.
because here's the thing: they're not that too far off in terms of stats. But Naruto is a more tactical combatant,
different paths.
so you could really make an argument for him. While Natsu,
I merely place the characters on their stage, and they act out their fates.
what?
Driven by their
He does have a solid amount of firepower to back that up, but he's not really the most tactical combatant.
Spark of divine grace. This, to me, is the truest essence of humanity.
At least if you're talking about pre-Boruto Naruto.
Hails beside the untamed, fervent, tenacious spirits.
And as long as you don't give him barrier mode. Barrier mode, Naruto really doesn't have much of a shot.
Resolutely overcome all obstacles they pursue, they
Do you think Jisco could find out Light is Kira and get trapped? Yeah, it's very possible. And look, Light at the early stages of Death Note was, I think his name was Raymond. He almost caught him. Naomi almost caught him. And Airhead, in terms of Misa, already found him out because she couldn't see his lifespan. And L already had him dead to rights before midway through Death Note. How far does Naruto make it? Dragon Ball?
Beautiful notes to my symphony.
I'll say, at best, Naruto.
I am certain that, even without any direction, she will walk the path.
I want to say either Frieza or Cell Saga.
All things ascend toward a singular point of convergence. And what awaits at the end is immortality. Before the tides of fate, we are all but humble servants.
Because you could really make an argument for
Do you mind dropping by
was it Frieza winning? As long as he doesn't mess around, like he did against Vegeta.
And they put me in charge of the welcoming proceedings. I'm feeling a bit nervous about it.
And Cell is kind of an interesting opponent. At least if you're talking about perfect Cell.
Stressed out because of me. I tend to fumble with words when talking to people. I'm worried I won't do a good job accommodating everyone.
Oh,
if the laureate herself were here, I wouldn't be so nervous.
I'm not good at multitasking.
It would make things easier.
Wait, I need a drink. I need a drink for this.
We need your help.
Alright, now I'm pretty sure we're getting to the current arc of the last update for Wuthering Waves. Wait, how many gems do I got? Not bad. Oh. I think I'm gonna hold off. Wait. Alright. But alright, so Natsu, Yeah, I'll say he probably stops at the Frieza saga. Natsu certainly has a lot of firepower, and thanks to the 100-year quest, he did get a buff in stats, but I really just don't see him beating Frieza. And let's be honest here, he's really not the sharpest tool in the shed when it comes to strategy. Wait, what the hell? I guess the champion is E. So, who do you think win? And if I didn't try and Shinarka, Tanjiro, Kill Rib.
This is a testament to my connection
and
with the world around me.
Arc.
And it's very much my
Goodwill
companion
event,
now, bearing witness to everything I've experienced on this journey.
Goodwill Arc, Yuji after the Hami fight. So, pre-Shibuya arc. In that case, man, it's really difficult because it really depends on how fast you think Yuji is. Especially since speed is very inconsistent. Alright, I got 7 wishes. Let's give it a shot. Alright, fuck you. That's how it is. This is what I get for all the hard work I put in.
Let me be there for everyone.
Alright,
as we head toward our shared future.
Where the fuck are you?
Anything I can help you with?
But also, you could really make an argument for Yuji taking it.
Moment of resonance.
Oh, that is not what I want. Alright, how long have I been going for? 2 hours and 27 minutes. Yes, I'm going to cut the stream here. I'll see. Wait, at that point, I don't think Iji is even. Mach 1 seems to get stronger by Shibuya. And dodging per plus 3. What was a 50 chance? Alright, so I'm gonna cut the stream here. I'll see if I can fit some time in somewhere later in the week. But other than that, I will see y'all next time.